See, at the end of the day, when we set up a school, we invest a lot in building, in interiors, in marketing, in brochures, in websites, and all that. Saying that this is going to be computers even for that matter. But at the end of the day, I think 80 to 90% of what education is all about is between the teacher and the child. All these things about infrastructure, about air conditioning, about rooms, and whether I have marble flooring or not, they don't even doesn't matter at all. Of course, it makes the area more child friendly, but ultimately it's the teacher which matters. So we realized very early on that teacher quality is going to be a big issue, and when we talk about small towns, it's going to be really, really bad, and even Delhi or metros also, there's always a shortage, and unfortunately we are losing out good people to call centers, for example. Because what kind of salaries that the call center would pay, and what do you need for a call center? Good English spoken skills, and even a sense of presence of mind. So, which is what is a lot of time teaching also we expect from a teacher, that she should have good conversational skills. So if somebody can speak good English, can earn 20,000 rupees in a call center, why would she come to us for 1/4 that salary? So we are, although there was a improvement in language skills over the last years. Earlier it was only, you would see convent educated would be the word in the ads or in matrimonials, like people would say. Now nobody writes convent educated, because everybody knows that even public schools are getting out people with good English conversation skills. But we always knew that this is going to be a shortfall. So for us, one way was, of course, solution is, the obvious thing is training. But how much can you train a person? And honestly, this is not a preschool is a very small business. Unit school, it's about 80 children, 100 children typically, and so it's not a big revenue where I can spend a year on investment on training a teacher. So we knew that training and the impact of training in terms of motivating them, or if you give them more techniques, the effect of that lasts for only a week. After they're back to teaching the way they were taught in their schooling. So their teachers tend to teach the way they were taught. So we knew that how do we work around this, and also in the preschool sector, there's a very high teachers turnover as well. A lot of girls come after the graduation, they're here just with the marriage, or they're doing some course on this correspondence course, and okay, my exams are coming in 2 months, I want to leave right now, because there is no sense of session. Admissions happen throughout the year. It's a continuous process. So there was a high teacher turnover as well. So what our solution was to document the system very well. We have to document everything in detail. Everything was very, very documented. So even you or I or anybody can just pick up that document and can actually take a lecture to a good extent. So if there's an activity on, say, Earth Day, so the whole instructions are kept in mind that it is for somebody with basically no background in teaching, no level of education, basic English skills, who can read, should be able to take it and follow the instructions. That's the way we had to do it. Otherwise, if we start training them, there will be very expensive proposition, very time-consuming proposition. Then, what are the returns for that? So the whole idea for us was to document this in a lot of detail. So many of our older branches, they get fed up of that. So this is too detailed. We have to kind of find out what's new in this, because you're saying pick up the scissors. The notice board should have this on the background. Take care. The paper on the notice board should be this quality. Don't buy this one, because when it rains, this will start coming out. So take this. Take the scissors. Take the scissors with the teeth. It should not be sharp at the front, because this blah blah blah. And then cut it like this. Here's a sample. They get all, because they've been doing it year after year. Of course there are improvements every year, but they kind of feel that we said it's very boring for you, but for the new person, we have to ensure that they follow these instructions very carefully. So it's the same thing we extended for Shemford as well, for 10+2 schooling. We knew that even for higher classes in small towns, teacher quality was always lacking. It's always been lacking. So how do you do that? So a lot of things are detailed sent from the corporate office as well. The holidays homework, circulars, and again it's the same way. We follow it up by saying, okay, we've sent this holiday homework, why did you not send this way? You say, oh, I didn't check the mail, or that's something that you consider seriously. If not, then say everything was given to you, spoon fed for you, then they say, fine, we've done this, and this is why we choose not to do this. That's also okay. But the idea was to give more and more tools. Then we also had we built a special HR department whose job was to recruit teachers. So earlier it was more like, you need a teacher, give an ad out. But now, like, we are at the corporate level, we are supporting office. We have people who are just focused on getting each branch more better teachers, interviewing the ones that are there, finding out the franchisee may not realize that this teacher is not that good. So we take telephone interviews, we are starting teleconferencing interviews around with the teachers as well to find out where there are any gaps in the conversation skills, or their child psychology is weak, they don't understand how to handle children. Those things we are trying to plug in, but at the same time we're not dependent on that completely. It's coming as an add-on, but till now 20 years we worked on a system which is very, very documented.